Hello there, and welcome to the City Beneath Devlog Part 2, where we are constructing a fully playable single-player rogue-lite dungeon crawler in Minecraft. Today, we are going to start on the entrance to the dungeon. My idea for this entrance is a large gate inset into a cave in the side of the mountain. I built out an idea in creative, but it may not fit one-to-one with a real mountain, so we'll see how the design will need to be tweaked. Welcome to the entrance to the City Beneath. This has been a couple of hours in the making, but I have a carved out cavern now. It's been decorated with some stonework and some candles. I really like the lighting effect of the candles now, because the different number of candles give you different lights, right? So I can use the same light source, but have it be more atmospheric as you move into the cave, which is really cool. So it keeps with the theme, and it lets me light the way I want to light it. When you walk over here, you'll see this large gate to the entrance of another cavern here. The story that I've been working with in my head so far has been that the city beneath this island is a legendary ancient abandoned city that has some sort of treasure hidden within its depth. So adventurers over the years have come through, as we can see here. There's some obviously man-made parts of this cavern. Some adventurers have come through and attempted to get that gold, and that is in fact what your mission here is as well. You are one of these adventurers. But note that you are alone, so that doesn't bode well for you. But if we make our way down through the cavern, we can see that it now becomes more stonework than man-made here. So this is kind of what the original entrance probably would have been. This is a full bridge, and as you come in, you're looking, I think I'm gonna tell the player that they're looking for a grand staircase of some sort, and they have to cross this bridge to get to it, and as they make their way across, the bridge collapses. I'll have some sort of sound effect, and you'll fall all the way down into a raging river down here. Hi, so I'm in the middle of editing this devlog, and what I was going to show next was a bit out of order. I ended up building the entrance and the cavern at the same time, so I didn't get burnt out. So I'm just going to walk through things in order right now. From here, you can see that this room is more or less the same, except that there is a full staircase on the other side now. As we go down, we will find a pond at the bottom. I made this a pond because I couldn't figure out a good way to put a river in, but this may change again down the road. In the back here, we have the other end of the staircase. The player can climb all the way back up if they like, and open the barrel on the other side of the bridge. Continuing forward, we make our way down the candlelit corridor where we eventually come across a large chiseled stone door in the entrance to the dungeon. Now we can continue with what was supposed to be next in the video and watch as the entrance and the cavern are dug out. And now we get our first real look at the cavern. It may not look like much yet, but once all of the buildings and lighting are in, this place should be pretty intriguing to look at and move through. As we walk down the first path here, we can see that the interiors of the buildings are carved back into the cliffs. When we move out the back, we can get an even better view of the cavern. I can't wait to see this place all built up. The last thing I want to talk about is the texturing for the buildings. Texturing is not a skill I have honed very well, but I discovered a strategy that helps me prototype very quickly. First, I place all of the lighting down, and then I fill in the walls with white concrete. Now, with smooth lighting turned off, a blocky gradient appears. I can use this gradient as a guide for placing blocks in a gray palette. Now, when you take a step back, the lighting is really accented by the texture of the walls. So, I think that's it for this video. In the next video, I'm going to go over the command infrastructure I've built to be able to support the game I want to build. It's super interesting stuff to me, so I hope you'll check it out. If you like the build so far, or devlog videos in general, be sure to do the necessary things to not miss the future videos in this series. So long!